Greetings, family, greetings, brothers and sisters. We're hoping that you're doing fine. So, this time we are celebrating, and it's Niger. What have they done? So, we saw in Burkina, we had a meeting of the young people, the old people, the custodians, the leaders, in which they wanted to decide what they want, whether to have an election or to have a transition. And they used to call Ibrahim Traore the president of the transition. But when they met, the young people said, we want Ibrahim Traore to lead for 10 years before we can have an election. And the old people are like, no, it cannot be. It has to be 3 years or less. It has to be a transition. But after pull and push, they decided it's 5 years. Well, in Mali, it has always remained a transition. And this transition has come to bite Assimi Goïta severally to a point where we saw him firing his previous prime minister to appointing a new prime minister. But now we were waiting for what? For Niger. Abdurrahman Tiani. Do you know what they have done? So there will be no election in Niger for the next 5 years. And what will happen? Okay, it's done. After the national conference, General Tiani has been granted 5 more years to lead the country with a possibility to run for president after the 5 years if they decide to hold elections. And this is just like what is happening in Burkina Faso. He was given 5 years. Then after that, he can now decide to vie. But in Mali wants to hold election this year. They had said last year, and the international community keeps pushing. We are seeing now it's becoming a problem, because we even saw him stopping the political parties. Because when you tell people there will be an election, they will start campaigning and all that. And this is dangerous because it can take people back to where they were. It's easy for the outsiders to infiltrate the elections and pull up their own person. So the transition is set to last 5 years, and General Abdurrahman Tiani will be eligible for future elections. I think this is amazing. And for Mali, I wish they can go back and decide, let's also do 5 years, because we are the ES confederation. Then in 2029, they can decide if they want elections. But now, because Mali has promised elections, it will be a problem. And politics always ruin the country's development. But let's hope all will be well. Kudos to Abdurrahman Tiani and Niger for pulling up this.
Now the problem is that, just like you've said, once you mention the possibility of elections, always know that there are enemies that you are working, against. Everything, every move that you do, there's always somebody waiting to. There's like opposition wherever you do.
Yeah.
So the minute you say you do this and you fail to do it, that is their stronghold. They will now hold you accountable
and
for that.
It's not just the Malians. No, okay, Malians are good people, but we have people inside who wants to, who are being funded by the West to do things. Like we saw the former prime minister, Chogwe Maika, saying that I don't even know when he decided to run elections. I don't know what. It's his aide who knows and all that. And that's why Goïta Assimi decided out, come in Abdoulaye Maïga.
And it's very easy to pay him, for the West to pay him, and now use him as, the opposition. Destabilizer. Because he has all the information. He was there when this thing started. He knows the strengths, the weaknesses of Assimi Goïta. This is, if Assimi Goïta doesn't put this person close to him now, he's going to be used as a weapon against him. So it's going to be very unfortunate. And it's something that, when the people have given you the trust to say, lead us, we don't even want to know up to when. Just lead the people until until you get to a point where you're like, okay, now I've set everything straight. The country can be run, even if I'm not around. Like Ibrahim Traore. Ibrahim Traore is still building trust, building structures, building constitutions, developing a whole new agricultural culture, arts, I don't know what, a whole new system.
For
and
5 years.
And then you leave when everything has not even picked
Even
up.
the systems.
He needed to at least hold on, even if it was 3 years, and just to make sure that the people that he's going to leave, he's going to leave behind will be people who understand the vision for the country and loyal people who will serve their people, because this thing is about the people. It's not about Assimi Goïta wanting to be a powerful man in Mali. It's not about Tiani wanting to lead, Niger. It's the people that have entrusted him with the role of developing the country and leading the country to a place where they can look back and say, 5 years ago, we're not here.
Yeah.
And this is
but I don't know why Assimi Goïta has done that. It's like he listens to West a lot. And the West are the people who keep pushing democracy, but it's only democracy if it's their own democracy.
Are they the same people that were being funded by IMF? I saw a project being approved.
Maybe. So guys, let us know what you think in the comment section. If you like to support us, we have Buy Me a Coffee on the description and on your screen. Also super chats, super thanks, and we see you in the next one. Bye.